Now finally version 5 is live to test. So I think it's just live for people to have a paid account, and you need to type in //5, or you go to the settings and change it to version number 5. This is a new announcement from this morning. As you see, it says here what's new in version 5 base mode: much wider stylistic range and more responsive to prompting, much higher image quality, 2 times resolution, improved dynamic range, more detailed images, details more likely to be correct, less unwanted text, improved performance with image prompting, supports title argument for samples like experimental, supports aspect ratio greater than 2:1, experimental, support EV for weighting images prompts versus text prompts. This is very good. So it seems we can now tell how much weight the image should have and how much the text weight. This is really useful. Style and prompting for version 5. And here it just says like the test today is in everybody who has got a pro account or upgraded account, and we should test in the prompt chat. Please note this is an alpha test and things will change. Do not rely on this exact mode. So we will just go ahead. I will just move to my version 5 channel that I already created, and to see if we have version 5 already active, I will just change here, go into the settings and see that here we see that we have version 5 active. If you're still on version 4, you just change over to version 5. So we just leave it like this. We generate some images on version number 5. And what we want to do maybe is to get it better, or to have it more interesting to see. We take some older image prompts and look how good they are. So we could take some of our old things that we generated and see what they are, what the results we're getting now. So we will search for some of the other results we have. So as you remember, here we have all the images that we created with the version number 4, and we could just take some images that we have done in the last video, but they are really pretty good here. Maybe we can test it with the cats, because I was not too happy with the cats. It's almost getting a cat channel now, I have the feeling. So I will just copy this prompt, full command, then I will go back into the V5 channel and just prompt this. Just remove the other stuff here. The aspect ratio we could leave inside. And it's a similar prompt: a bright assorted stack of swamp cats, the summer collection, ultra sharp photography. So let's see what comes out here. So it seems it's working in version 5. It's saying it is waiting to start. We don't get any error. And maybe you have seen the video I made yesterday. So I was in the office hangout, or in the office hours for MidJourney, and the version 5 was live for 15 or 30 minutes, I would say. And then they unfortunately discovered that there is issues, that it's impacting version number 4. So they needed to take down the version number 5 again. But now it is in test mode again. And let's have a look. It's clearly much better, as you see. So I will show you the other images from version 4 again, but this is pretty good. It's a little strange image prompt. Look at all the faces, look at the arrangement of the cats, look at the swamp. It is pretty good. This is much better than version number 4. So let's compare these two images. This is the image created by the new version number 5. It's pretty good. This is the image created by version number 4. So it's a big difference, I would say. If you look at the faces, especially the combination with the background, this face is pretty ugly, I would say, and it's not really good. Look at this one, it's almost funny. So this is much better, I would say. So pretty good job they have done. So what I want to do now is to find a French bulldog where we need to fix the path. I already found some. Look at this, for example. If I look at this guy and I zoom it in, it's a very good image, but the problem is, look here at the paths. They are, I don't know, double, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 toes, or however you call it, for for a dog. So I want to just take this very simple image prompt it in version number 5. What we slowly see here is that they said they're trying not to put anything on humans or other things that we don't have in the image prompt. So in this case, you see it doesn't have a helmet. French Bulldog astronaut, and I will just complete this with astronaut suit and astronaut helmet. So we can be much more precise now in the image prompt. We can already check out, so this one is already generated and it's very, very good, I would say. Here, if you look at the path, they are much, much better. They look really natural now. Here the faces, they are really, really good. I really like that. Look, have a look at that. Have a look at these beautiful faces. This is really good, I would say. I like it. They don't have a helmet, or they just have like half a helmet here, open helmet, and this is because the prompts are more precise. And let's have a look if this other image prompt fixed something with the helmet and so on. For now, I'm not sure if it's making a helmet. I think so. Probably in this case, the really exact image prompt would be something like wearing a helmet. One more with wearing an astronaut helmet. So this is already much closer, as you see here. This guy is wearing a helmet, and this guy is wearing a helmet. This guys also somehow have the helmet, but this is like it. The helmet is like actually pulled back, so the glass is in the back, and here the glass is on. Very good quality again, and again very nice result, I would say. And it's closer and closer, as you see. So this is much better already, and I really like this, guys. Look at the space suit here. Look at the fabric and everything. This is pretty good. So now I want to test an image I generated for myself. So I will just copy this because there is also the image link inside of this, and I will just have a look what it does now in version number 5 with the image from myself. I will just copy it in and make sure there is not version 4 inside, you see. And this is a simple image prompt having, I think, 4 or 5 images, and it's just saying Highlander King. And in the meantime, we will compare this. The upscale is now also active. I go for upscale number 2. Did I press? Yes. So let's see how fast it is. They said that it's pretty fast to upscale. Here it is. Wow, it's very fast to upscale. So the comparison for you again here, unfortunately, I have to move it up a little. You see the path here? You see them? They don't look very good, right? And in this case, it's much, much better. This guy looks much better. Now I'm curious what came out of this. This is also funny. A look at this outcome. I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. The ears are a little strange, and the style is a little strange. So in this case, I would just go ahead, and you see it's probably more here relying on a style. So I would just put in here also the photorealistic and maybe some more light. Photorealistic, Highland King. And these are combinations of 3 or 4 photos I uploaded and then the image prompt. And as we have seen at the other notification or the announcement from MidJourney, you can now weight the image and the prompts. But we will do that in a different video. Now this is the outcome here already of the image prompt is the photorealistic. This is pretty good. So this was the final logo we took last time. As you remember, I don't know if you have seen the video. So this was the final thing, the final logo we took, and then we modified in Canva. And I will just take here this image prompt again and have a look how it actually looks if I would generate it now with version number 5. And keep in mind, it is possible that quality of the outcome is very different or maybe not that good because we have to redefine it better. And make sure if you copy this that you don't have the version 4 inside here anymore. The quality is okay, but I would just delete everything here. So this image prompt is very simple. It just says simple logo vector, white background, no outline, Pain Relief Foundation is the name of the company. Strong tree, brain, green and blue medical colors. This is all that we have. And what is the outcome in version number 5? So it's now generated, and personally I like the style of the other one much more, but now remember we need to play around a little and we have different image rates. I think this is also pretty nice, but it's a very different style. It's much simpler, but what I like is that we do not have any text in the logo. This is very nice. I also want to try out what impact it has basically on web design, because when you remember, let's see if I find the upscale version of the web design. So if I zoom in on this one, you clearly see this is pretty messed up, this face, right? So I will just save this image so we can compare it later, and I will copy here the text. Then I go ahead and type in imagine again. I will remove the parts that we don't need. Make sure you remove version 4, and I will also remove this. And the image prompt is very simple. Beautiful, clean, modern website for AI company UI, a UX UI. See what the web design results are. So it's generated. So let's have a look what the outcome is here. I think it's pretty good. To make sure the face here, the face doesn't look too good. So let's try to upscale that. I will save that version and we'll try to upscale 1, 2, number 3, upscale number 3. And the upscale is really fast, as you see here, probably because it is already upscaled. The face is not pretty good here. So in this case, the improvement of the mix is not too good, but it's just in beta, as you see. So I don't want to complain. I think they really made a very good job. And to check again, you see it's version 5 here. Then I move over to the 10, so 10 versions of the week that we always do. And I will just try to prompt this image prompt of the Lego figure again, because my son didn't like it. So I will prompt it. Make sure we really prompt the version number 5. And this is again a very simple image prompt, just saying Lego minifigure lost in the forest in the rain, photograph, Canon DSLR. Let's just remove that and try what comes out. And then just scroll up and do some more. This was pretty fascinating here that we did in the last video. We took this image prompt here. I will show it to you, and of this lady, and it's actually saying smiley, emo, super soldier, and then natural engraved patterns. So it has basically a tattoo. And what we did is then we changed the age of her. So let's just see what comes out if we just use this aspect ratio quality 2. Doesn't work version 4. We just have to be careful to remove version 4 all the time. We'll just take this and see what the outcome is, and then I will take the one with the older woman here, which is basically the same image prompt, but it is we added the age. I will show in a second. The only difference is here we added at the age of 97, and I want to see what is now different in the image prompting of the version number 5. So if you look at the Lego figures here, I think they are much better, much more realistic. The face was really the problem in this case. They are really realistic. The head and so looks a little strange, but they are much better now as well. Then what else is ready? This one, what is this one? Here is one ready. This one is the girl again. And I was already fascinated by the other image, but this is even more realistic. This of course looks a little strange, but the human style, the shine in the eyes and so on, I think this is even better. I already like the others very much. I mean, the others is a little more emo style, right? But this is really, really nice. So what about the older version here? This is also very interesting, I would say. I'm not sure. You see clearly here in the top right that it's older, and here it looks like it's slowly aging, so it's showing the woman in 4 different ages. This is also very interesting, I would say. So I want to try a longer image prompt. If you look at this, I will also save it so we can compare it later on better. If we go at this image prompt here. I will just copy it out. Make sure we remove all the version number 4 stuff. Quality 1 is okay. Everything else should be. If you look at it, I don't want to read all of it, but it's a pretty intense image prompt, which should be now very different. We generated this Lego guy. You see the version before was like that. Now, unfortunately, it's not saved in the same spot. The version after it is like that. So it's much, much better. If we look at the woman, so if the young girl, this is pretty good. This is generated by version number 4. I really like that. But the face is not, the face tone is not very, very natural. And the newer ones is this. So it looks much more photorealistic, but I also like the other ones. In the case of the older lady, this was the older lady with 97. And then we have to go here. And this is also the older lady with 97. But it seems to be, it made the girl or the woman in 4 ages. So it's also, let's go back and see what comes out of this image prompt. And now it's pretty interesting, I would say, because the original one is very, very different. And this looks much, much better with this extensive image prompt. And they told us that actually this will be like that. So look at this. Isn't that great? Look at that. How photorealistic that is. How good that looks like. And to show you what I'm talking about, actually, I think I saved it already. This was the original image that was generated by version number 4. Look at the faces and look how that looks. And now, if we go to the next one, this is version number 5. Isn't that fascinating? This is pretty cool. So I hope that was useful. This was just the first video I wanted to make fast because it is live or in beta now, version number 5. We can test it. If you have a paid account, I think you can go over and test it or try to change your settings or put in version number 5. And I will keep on doing version 5 videos, and we will try everything now new. Of course, we want to generate new logos with version number 5 style. We generate new websites, and I want to test out how it's working now. I hope this video was useful for you. Please don't forget to subscribe and also leave a like. I see you in one of my next videos, hopefully. Take care. All the best for you. Thank you. Bye bye.